Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and guys, I've had a view into the future, and it's scary. The Washington Post is still peddling their lies. Look at this. From the year 2041, Amber Heard, former actress, is appealing the case for the 89th time, blaming Popcorn Planet for losing her career. Well, I don't even know how to, at least we're here in 2041. I'm grateful to hear that. Thank you guys for your support. Actually, we do have an update. Taylor Lorenz, who wrote that despicable article trying to blame us, she has made a response. I want to update you on that. But first, thanks to Crypto Trucker for that amazing... That really made me laugh out loud when I saw it. But no, what really does the future hold for Amber? I do have some real answers here from insiders, as well as can she pay the appeal? Can she pay the premium to actually do the appeal? Lots to get through here on updating on the state of Amber Heard, which is not pretty. I mean, look, I knew this. I don't need to read this article from page 6 to tell you this, but more insiders are coming out to talk about how hard it's going to be for Amber Heard to come back. After the humiliation in the courtroom, Amber Heard is now facing ostracism in Hollywood. Did Amber ever really work in Hollywood? One Hollywood producer sniffed. What else has she really been in other than Aquaman? I don't think she was ever a hot ticket. Johnny made her interesting. Facts. That's why she was with him. We all know that. It's all part of her narrative. The whole plan, rather. Known for her Hitchcock blonde looks, Heard was hardly a household name when she hooked up with Depp on the set of The Rum Diaries in 2011. Now everyone knows who she is, just not in the way she wanted. This week, a jury found in favor of Depp after a 6-week defamation trial that gripped the globe. We know all this. We know all the statements that Johnny Depp got his life back. I have no idea. I have no doubt Johnny will emerge with his good name and wonderful heart revealed to the world. Depp's co-star Eva Green said. Again, it's so important because all the people Johnny was with, except for Ellen Barkin, who had it wasn't romantic, you know what it was. Aside from her, who saw him throw something once in a hotel room, even she admitted he never was the way Amber was trying to sell this. His co-stars, everybody has spoken up to defend Johnny, but we're supposed to just believe Amber. It never made any sense. As for her making her own comeback in Tinseltown, High Place Studio source told Page 6, I think it will be very hard for her. Even some people she once considered support have fallen away. Sources told Page 6 that Heard is no longer close to her former boyfriend, Elon Musk. In a witness statement, Jennifer Howell, a friend of Heard's younger sister, Whitney, said that Page, her mom, who died in 2020, had told her that Musk was suing the actress over embryos that they had created together. In a statement seen by Page 6, Howell, we know all this. Howell told her that Elon was not very good, etc. Plus, there was rumors that the mom was actually going to finally testify against Amber, and then she's no longer with us. Now, that is pure speculation, but I have folks looking into that to see, is there any evidence to of the shadiness of that? Because super strange how that all went. And then there was like issues with her mom's gravesite. That is a rabbit hole to go down, but it's a complete speculation rabbit hole. So I try to avoid that. And sometimes I'll humor and just tell you things I'm hearing, but just know that one is a huge grain of salt. But yeah, look, they have all these experts in Hollywood coming in who are now speaking on the fact that it's not good. Even her own friend, as you remember, Raquel Pennington, I wanted to spend more time with other people in my life and prioritize other relationships. I wouldn't consider her not a friend. We do not speak. We are not enemies. That's good, I guess. That's good. Anyway, insiders here are saying it's going to be a tough road for Amber. Not surprised at all. As for Johnny will definitely work again, says the studio source. Amber can work again, but I think it will be more the indie route. I'm just not sure studios want the liability of working with her. So that comes with the rumor that is spreading everywhere that she's confirmed to be out of Aquaman 2. My God, how many videos am I going to see of people saying it's confirmed? Guys, it's not confirmed until the studio says it. It's just not confirmed until the studio says it. Sadly. Now, I believe some of these sources. I know Umbrella Guy, he's got good leads. He may have heard from some of his people that it's happening, but let's confirm it officially when Warner Brothers says it out loud. And I cannot wait for the actual confirmation. I mean, I guess, you know, I believe sources like Tug, they have insiders who can confirm, look, it's happening. And I believe it's going to happen. I do believe it's going to happen. Let me be clear. I haven't been able to hear from any sources. I haven't really looked, but I will. I'll look into a little deeper. But all I know is they are about to hit the 4.5 million threshold on the remove Amber from Aquaman. And I'm going to say this. I never do this. I didn't stop watching Disney Plus. I don't usually ban things. I feel like there's a lot of other hardworking people in the projects. However, this is the first time I am not going to see or support Aquaman 2 in any way if Amber's in it. Why? I just believe she is what she did to victims is just inexcusable. A jury of her peers, I think, fairly found her guilty of defamation, of lying about it. And I find that despicable. And I can't support her in any projects that she does moving forward for that reason. I just don't want to choose to support that. You guys can do whatever you want. But I will not be seeing Aquaman 2 or supporting it in any way if Amber Heard is in it. So I hope Warner Brothers does the right thing. From what we've learned, she had a smaller role. I feel like it'd be very smart for them to reshoot that quickly or just remove it or work around it. And the rumors I'd heard a while ago is that that's how they did it on purpose that way, just in case they did have to pull her. She wasn't a big part of the movie anyway. And so they're like, well, that's great. Yeah, put her there. And then as things were happening, if they realized, if she's been lying and she was causing all this defamation, then we should figure out a way to remove her. Because they weren't planning to do that until it was proven, unlike what they did to Johnny, Warner Brothers in Fantastic Beasts 3, which is entirely frustrating. But yeah, I absolutely believe this, and I've heard it from my own sources that she's going to have a very tough time now. Really, really, really tough time to get any gigs. No one wants to touch her, as they should. I'm glad to hear. I wish L'Oreal would be more vocal. Here's one clip I did want to play where this... explains a theory here that I found quite interesting.
Amber Heard is not even going to get into the Court of Appeals unless she successfully opens up a GoFundMe account to pay for the judgment and attorney's fees as a bond. You have to post that money. It's like a surety to avoid, dilatoriness, if you will, in dragging out appeals. So in other words, if you are a civil appellant and you feel that you have true meritorious claims on appeal, you better be able to put your money where your mouth is now, because if you don't have it, we are not going to prevent the prevailing plaintiff from executing on the judgment that they got from a jury. So I don't believe for 1 minute, unless she can, I'm not kidding, opens up a GoFundMe account or gets Elon Musk or the ACLU or some other benefactor to give her that $8,350,000 up front and any legal fees that could be assessed. Otherwise, she has no claim on appeal. Yeah. I think she's just posturing.
Yeah. Absolutely posturing. That I know for sure, but I did not know about the bond she has to put forward, which she doesn't have. Elaine admitted that in the interview. She doesn't have the money. No way she has the money. So it doesn't even sound like she can appeal. This is all theatrics. It's all theatrics, and it's why I think a lot of these jurors are coming forward. And I don't believe them. I don't believe them. I've also gotten some new insight that makes me think that makes me more confident that I don't believe them. We all have to be very careful, because I do think Team Amber is working feverishly behind the scenes to muddy the waters and make this more complicated. Now, I've said it before, and I want to always be clear, because some people misunderstood me in my last video. If there was any misconduct on either side, on Johnny or Amber, by all means, of course, jurors, speak up. Don't cover up Johnny Depp if he's doing something wrong. I want to know. If him and his team did something wrong, we all deserve to know. This is all about justice. If Amber's team did something wrong, we should all know. I'm just talking about just talking to talk, just to get some cred on social media. I think that's a mistake right now. Just hold out the period. Let's let what the job was done. If there was no misconduct, wait the 21 days. Let it, for the sake of the other jurors, let it pass. And then if you want to do some interviews or speak, fine, about the experience or surprise or your reasonings, then great. But misconduct, please come forward. Some people were trying to say I was trying to hide and help Johnny cover it up. No, I want justice. I truly do want justice, no matter who's deciding that. But I also don't want to see this. Please don't make this be the future. I don't want to see us in 2041. I hope we move on to something else at that point. But look how cute Johnny is as an old man. He still looks good. I just want to give him a hug. Oh, but Washington Post, yes, I did tease it. Oh, Taylor, you're back. Taylor Lorenz, who wrote that article, she's now correcting the article here. I think it's a mistake for people to read this and think that creators are just after money. They're after audience and attention. Girl, you wrote the article. If people aren't reading your article right, then you're a bad writer. Because, I'm sorry, that's what you said. And you're even saying it's not about money, it's about audience and attention, which give you money. And also, it's all about building credit. What are you doing on Twitter, Taylor? You're doing the same thing you're criticizing us for. So many important stories out there, and this is what you're focused on. If you missed my last video torching this piece, please watch it. And I am offering a public appeal. I put it out there on Twitter. It is here. Taylor, you have been if you have journalistic integrity, come on the show. I will not be mad and scream at you. I will have a civil conversation. I'm open to hearing your side of things, as long as you're open to hearing my side of things, so I can educate you on how hard work digital content creation is and how we are careful too. We have our own journalistic ethics, of course. And for you to say, generalize all of us is incredibly unfair. And also, I think you are highly, how do I say the nice word? You were caught editing the piece. You were. You lied and said you reached out to Tug and Alita. You didn't until afterwards. And then your own editors tried to change the article without giving the readers any notice of that. And then when other articles, Fox and other people called it out, then you did. You're the same people who had the defamatory op-ed that you don't seem to want to respond to actually or retract or apologize for. Yeah, it's Amber Heard's opinion, but you published it. When you publish lies that a jury finds out are lies, you should be more quick to correct to your viewers. But you seem to want to cling on to a narrative. Now, if I'm wrong, again, open invite to Taylor. Please come on the show. I would love a discourse about legacy media versus new media. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out like adults. If you really have ethics, I think you'd want to have that conversation. So again, I will be civil. We will have a civil chat. No edits, though. It has to be long form without any editing or tricks. We have to be able to say what we want to say to each other and get it out there. So I would be surprised and I'd be grateful if she shows up. I did message her privately as well as publicly. You are invited. Balls in your court. In the meanwhile, quit speaking for us new media guys if you're not actually going to talk to us, because you're not telling the truth, and that's not right. And I'm happy to inform you if you'd actually like to come on a platform where I know I'm not going to be edited. Let's have it out. That way everyone's talking fairly and there's no tricks and there's no narrative spinning. What do you guys think? Do you want to see that? Let me know. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for all alerts. Smash that like button and leave a comment down below. And yeah, stop shaming us creators for trying to get paid. This is hard work, what we do. I work my butt off for you guys to get this content out, to everything you're seeing on screen, the research, the time. It costs money. Sorry, not sorry. You make a lot of money too, Taylor. Stop shaming us creators and our amount of money. And stop trying to guess what we make, because Social Blade is not an accurate form. And you over-exaggerated what their highest form was for Umbrella Guy, which was incredibly rude. Do you want people to... you make 2.1 million apparently online. Do you want me to start screaming that to everybody? You should talk. Come on, we're better than that. Let's be better than that. And don't shame us creators. Yeah, hit the buttons down below. Support us if you can. There's a little super thanks button where you can donate on any video you watch on any of your creators, not just me. If you watch a video and you like it and you want to throw a couple bucks, it'll spotlight your comment and you'll be able to support us right now. Or you can use the Cash App. All the links are in my link tree in the description. Please support your fellow creators, independent journalists. They're trying to shut us down. They really are. So please stay tuned and thank you all for your support. We'll be back with more content here on Popcorn Planet. Enjoy your weekend or your week. You might be watching this late. Love you either way.